Hi, it's Eric the Swiss Army Knife here, and I'm here to show you some tips, beginning tips on installing the Ground Control TT One Control touch panel from Lippert. And they have a pretty good video out there, but I'm going to give you real life and real things that you should do. So if you're in a faint of heart, get somebody to do this. And I've got varying installs from 2,800 to 950, something like that, those ranges. So I decided to take this on myself. I'm a do-it-yourselfer, as you all know. And I got this delivered to me yesterday. A little bit overwhelmed by so much that has to be installed, done, and taken care of. They say it's going to be 20 hours. I kind of believe them. And one of the things I really detest is having somebody sit here and talk to you about everything that's going on and not give you a visual. So I'm going to try and give you that visual. This is the trailer that we're installing right here. And it is a 252 Forest River RLBE. And these are some of the things I think you're going to need to get this party started and do this. Here's the box that comes in. Now the first intimidating part is that it comes in a box. It comes in a box on a big pallet, a 4 to 8 inch pallet. Having been in the shipping industry, that's a big pallet. So if you'll notice that inside here, peel this back, I've taken all the plastic off of it. Suggest you get yourself a black bag, trash bag, 40-gallon trash bag, and take all of the bubble wrap off and see and make sure you got everything. The inventory is 4 of these and then a tongue jack. And there's the 4th one, and there's the tongue jack. And here's all of the parts and the bag of parts that you're going to get. I suggest you get yourself a knee pad and a rolling creepy crawler, okay? And along with that, some of the basic things that you're going to need, it's about a 2 hour, maybe an hour and a half setup to just before you even start going. And use the manual. One of my first steps is to measure off. I'm going to do that. I've done half of it already. I would have yourself a X-Acto blade, a Sharpie, and this is a paint pen. I strongly suggest you get yourself a paint pen. A yellow one would be good if you're going on black frame. It'll show up real easy. Also, go to the Lippert website and watch their video and keep their video up so you can follow along if you have any questions. It's a great thing to do. This is just an iPad. Another thing is you're going to want a 3-ton jack and maybe this little buddy here for when you lift up and replace the tongue jack. People don't think about that, and that's one of the things that you're probably going to run into. It'll be further down the road, but as you can see, I've ran my string front and back. I don't know if you can make that string out very easy, front and back, to do my measurements. I'm going to still show you more items that you need to get and have. You'll need this cutting tool to cut. In the Lippert video, it actually shows you using one of these to cut the boxes out. You can get yourself a big ass battery operated drill or a corded, doesn't matter. Get yourself a couple of sets of drills, bits, and here's all the other. I didn't know whether I was going to need an air tool, so I got my air tool. I'm pretty well outfitted with what I need here. One of the things that you may consider in doing this is that you may be a one-time do-it-yourselfer. It's going to take you probably 30% longer if you're a one-time, if you don't have any experience in this. And you're probably not going to use the tools again. So it's okay to buy some Harbor Freight tools, and it's fun to buy the expensive ones and stuff, but you'll probably only use it once. maybe twice. They don't last long, but they're a lot of savings in cost. So let's get started. I'm going to now start finishing my measurements, and I brought my jacks up that I have, so they're off the ground. It's relatively level. Walk around the trailer. By the way, this is a brand new trailer we just got, so we love it. And if you haven't been in the 252 RBLE Surveyor Legend, love it. I'll give you all the points of how that comes out and what that looks like in other videos, but right now I want to focus on getting these jacks in. Now, another thing that you're going to need to consider is the clearance when you get the jack in from the bottom to the top. They say 10 to 15 inches you need in clearance from the top to the bottom, the ground. It looks like this is going to clear just fine, but we'll see. Another guy that did a review on this install said that he made his own mounting jacks or mounting brackets that saved him about 1.75 inches. And I think that's a good thing, but I think that if they were not installing this, making these for travel trailers, that's why it says TT, leveling one control. It's for travel trailers. So when you get this, you think, oh gosh, this is for a big truck or a big RV or a pusher or what have you. You could use it on that too, but this is made for the travel trailer. So we're off to start.